Blazers, this episode is brought to you by Audible.com, an Amazon company. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/Blaze Entertainment, or visit the sponsor and supporters links on our website at entertheblaze.com. With over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Now let's start the show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's start the party. Locked in to the hottest station on the planet.
What's going on, Blazers? We're back with another episode of Blaze Entertainment. I'm your host, Kwame, joined by the beautiful...
No.
The melanin proficient.
I'm all right.
The gorge.
Thanks.
Miss Free. What's going on?
Not much per use.
Oh my God, I'm so tired. I'm moving to LA. Finally.
Finally.
Girl, I'm tired.
I'm tired. I'm tired looking at you.
I'm tired of this. Fuck you. I'm tired of this goddamn packing. I'm tired. I hate the moving process. I'm excited about moving to LA. I'm excited about the new place. I'm excited about decorating. I'm excited about expanding space. I'm not excited about the moving process. I hate U-Hauls. I hate sweating and moving boxes.
At least you're not doing it in the summertime.
Yeah, but
because it could be hot as hell outside.
That will not happen. I will be paying people. I almost contemplated hiring movers this goddamn time. Nah. I was so close. It would have been just $200 more. All you have to do is
just get everything packed. You got plenty of time. So.
Oh yeah, just plenty of time.
Yeah, you do.
Because 9 to 5, and then whatever the fuck I'm doing with fucking hiring media. There's so much to do. All right. The wow. The word of the week.
And that is Easy D.
Oh my God.
Do you know what that is?
I know what it is.
So do I even need to explain it?
Do you know what it is?
Of course I know what the fuck it is.
Well, enlighten the masses. God.
The definition is effortlessly obtain dick.
Come on, effortless D.
I was like, shoot. It is really easy to get D out here in these streets. It's really not that hard.
It's not.
Like, do you want to fuck? Yeah, I want to fuck. All right. In the conversation. That's it.
DTF.
I'm down. I'm TTF.
Come on, Adore. Shout outs. Do you have any? Because I have a bunch.
Well, this is not really a shout out. More, I got really excited when I saw this. Okay. And that was a picture of Jesse Williams and Michael B. Jordan together at the All-Star game.
What? I didn't see this.
Died, girl.
Were they shirtless?
They are so fine. No, they weren't. Just them together in one photo just made me really excited. I was like, oh, yes, this is everything I've ever wanted.
I don't know what it is about Michael B. Jordan, but I don't see it for him. He's so fine. I don't see it for him.
He is so fine. How do you... Oh.
Jesse Williams, okay. But Michael B. Jordan, I don't...
Michael B. Jordan is so fine. I bet he's going to be fine as hell in this Black Panther movie. Girl.
I don't think he's not attractive. I think he's, attractive. Mm-hmm. I personally don't go that hard for him.
Whatever.
I don't know what it is.
But I was happy to see that photo. So shout out to y'all for making my day.
Queen Beyonce and Queen Mother Tina had a sickening ass photo. Did you see that photo that they did?
No.
Girl, hold on. I have it on demand.
Oh, is this the one where she was putting her middle finger up?
Yes.
Oh,
bitch.
Okay. Yeah, I seen this picture.
Yes.
I was like, I should probably make this my
Oh, I'm definitely getting it blown up and put in my wall.
My lock screen. But that's I might just make.
I'm getting that developed because that's going in my house. And then when I bill collectors come, I'm gonna put that with the check. Just send it off to them. Just gorgeous photo. Myron Rolle, or Roley, or I don't know how to pronounce it. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing. Went from being a top NFL baller to a neurosurgeon, and he's fine as fuck too. So kudos to you. He finished school.
Two for you, Glenn Coco.
So stupid. Donald Glover and James Earl Jones were cast for the live-action remake of The Lion King, and I am so here for it. There's no other Mufasa. There is absolutely zero candidates for Mufasa other than James Earl Jones. He is
I can see
Mufasa.
Donald Glover playing
Simba. Yeah.
Like, I could just hear his voice already.
Yeah. He's I think he's adult Simba.
Adult Simba?
Yes.
I can still just hear it just matches
yeah.
to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Kid Simba or adult Simba. I think he can make his voice smaller if he wanted to.
I don't know. But I don't know. When I heard it, I was like, Donald Glover. Like, why? But then I thought about it and I started like, I was like, okay.
He has
I
a
can
nice
see that.
speaking voice.
Yes. Okay. Sorry.
Duh.
I didn't know you were a stand for Donald Glover.
I'm not a stand. I'm just saying, get
He
him
has a
right.
nice speaking voice, Kwame.
Yes. What the fuck do you mean, why?
I'm just happy that James Earl Jones is back as Mufasa because there is no other Mufasa.
He's back?
He was the original voice of Mufasa.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
The AT&T guy.
Bitch, I was, what, 3 maybe?
How did you not know that? Like, you remember Bell Atlantic?
No.
Oh, yeah. I just aged myself. Okay.
What?
Bell Atlantic was originally what AT&T was.
Yeah, no, bitch. It was always AT&T in my lifetime.
Mary Pat Hector, a 19-year-old Spelman student, could possibly become the youngest politician in the state of Georgia. Yes, ma'am.
How old is she?
She is 19 years old.
And she
goes to Spelman. It's a HBU. HBCU.
Yes.
Historically Black college,
Yes.
university/university.
Yes.
Yes, Spelman.
Okay. Well,
So that was cool. Yeah, that's all I have for.
Well, I have
shout-outs.
one more. Shout out to Rihanna, and this goes to her going to drop her new makeup line at Sephora this fall, and bitch, I'm gonna have my dollars ready.
I saw the
You
post.
think I'm joking?
You were like,
I'm about to buy the whole lipstick collection.
You said, take my money, bitch.
I'm about to buy the whole lipstick collection. That bitch be rocking that red. I want the same red, Rihanna. You think I'm joking? I'm gonna be right there in that Sephora line, waiting.
Just because of Rihanna.
Yes.
Like, why is this even a question, Kwame?
Duh. Bitch, you see how her face be beat?
She's
You
gorgeous.
see? You see?
She's stunning.
So why wouldn't I buy her product? Her perfume is always good, smelling good all the time. Bitch.
Let's go into Petty World News.
Okay.
So, it was rumored that NSYNC was reuniting. That is not the case.
It's gonna be mad.
It ain't no lie. But NSYNC is actually coming back to re-release their Christmas album as a vinyl. They're also coordinating schedules to come together to get their star on the Walk of Fame.
But you know what? The last time I seen them together was on some awards show, and they was looking a hot mess. Every one of them except for Justin.
And Lance.
They just got kind of
Justin
big.
and Lance just seemed like they
just got kind of big and round, and they couldn't
Joey got big.
coordinate no dance moves. I don't want to see a reunion. That's okay. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen, bitch. You had your moment.
Backstreet Boys got their little Las Vegas tour thing going on.
I will not be wasting my money on that shit.
So, Yeah. Reports about Black China and Rob calling off their wedding.
I mean, but who's surprised?
But who cares? That's how I feel. Because I feel like Blac Chyna already got her money's made and money's worth at this point in time.
Yeah, she got a whole baby.
She's already a Kardashian. She doesn't need their validation. She doesn't need their ring. Mm-mm. She's like, bitch, I have your child.
Yeah.
Checks. Okay?
I mean, but...
Chris might have...
Who's surprised?
Nobody.
Really?
Not one hoe.
What's next?
Mariah Carey officially confirms her relationship with backup dancer Brian Tanaka, but wants to keep things private.
Right. Like,
so why would you tell somebody that?
Ass is all up on your damn TV show.
Like he was in your whole ass vagina on your Las Vegas show, and you showing videos and shit, and now you trying to keep things private. Who you lying to? Like, who you lying to? Like,
herself.
Girl. Same bitch, she talk about she's incapable of being in reality right now because there's so much going on.
I told you, Kwame. I told you. I don't know how you not surprised. I don't know why you're surprised. I just don't know why you're surprised.
I just think it is hilarious.
If I had that much fucking money, I would get reality too, bitch. Clean my own house? The fuck does that even mean?
What does that mean? Like, what do you mean?
Wash my own dishes.
Who's Trump? Like, what are these things? We have problems in this world,
right? I forget a whole lot.
Can someone pass me a mimosa? Like, why?
She could just snap her fucking fingers and mimosas in her fucking hand.
What's wrong with this picture? Like, I need a remote.
You saw her reality TV show? The bitch is in lingerie, lounging as she's telling her story.
Just chilling. She's not worried about life. Mariah. She's, and you know what? Well deserved, boo. Well, I will not knock Mariah. Mariah Carey is, she's something.
Mm-hmm. Something else.
She's a legend. But let me tell you.
She's a piece of work.
She is. My God. So rumors of Issa Rae and Kori Siri about them dating, and I'm here for it.
Me too.
I think that would be a cute, bomb-ass, powerful power couple.
Yeah. They're so cute.
Because
together.
Issa Rae is fucking gorgeous, and she's a genius.
She's so pretty.
And then Kofi, he just loves black women. Like, he loves his black women.
You know, I love me too. So.
Right?
I mean, why wouldn't you?
That would be a cute couple.
Hell yeah.
Can you imagine the babies?
Oh,
little black prince and princesses.
Little chocolate drops.
Oh.
I know, they'd be so cute and fat.
We want this to happen, Issa. Kofi, do your thing. Anyway. Police were called after passenger felt quote-unquote uncomfortable sitting next to Mikey Blanco.
Who's Mikey Blanco?
I don't know who this person is. It's actually unfortunate because apparently he's a famous gay rapper or LGBTQ rapper. And the police were called because I want to make sure I get the pronouns right, because if it's not, I'm going to be feeling really fucked up right now. Oh, forgive me. I don't know.
Oh, I'm Googling it.
Her name is Mikey. The person's name is Mikey Blanco. And they are critically acclaimed poet, performance artist, and rapper, and spoke about what they as categorized the most bizarre form of homophobia they've ever encountered on a Delta. Of course it's Delta. Delta's been fucking the fuck up. I am so sick and tired of that shit, man. First it was the whole situation that with the how about that girl?
Yes, I think it was Delta.
Was it Delta?
Yes.
And then before that there was issues with racism on the plane, and then we don't know still.
I'm sorry, wait.
What?
Racism on a plane.
On the plane.
Sounds like a
Snakes
movie.
on the plane, bitch. Where's Samuel?
Racism on a plane.
On the plane. But yes, I'm so sick of Delta and their bullshit. But yeah, the police were called Delta apologized after Mikey tweeted about what happened or whatever.
They kick her off. Is the pronoun? Am I getting the pronoun?
I think it's him.
Him?
Yes.
Okay.
And if it's not, I'm so sorry. Yes. But yes, I'm gonna do more research on this person because I don't know who he is. Okay. But anyway, yes. It looks like they did not kick him off.
So what was the...
But the police were called. It was just the whole fact that he had to go through that.
Right.
Which is bullshit.
I'd be like, so y'all gonna give me something for free.
Right, ho.
First class, thank you.
Right. How about you give me a whole ass plane?
Right.
Okay.
To myself.
Right.
And my friends.
Right. Because I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. Right. Okay. Shit. Larry Wilmore.
Who?
Larry Wilmore, he was the one that controversy was happening when I think it was the President Obama's last, was it the State of Union? No, it was, what's the last?
I don't know, girl. But who is he?
The last party. Anyway, at that, he's the one that was like, you did a good job, my nigga, to President Obama. And everybody was like all up in arms,
Is he
whatever.
On a TV show?
He was on he was the one that put on Francesca. He was on Francesca, or Francesca was on his show.
Okay, well,
the Comedy Central.
I don't know, girl.
Larry Wilmore. Anyway,
I'll Google it.
He if you Google his face, I think you'll know who he is.
Okay.
But he schools Milo Yana.
Oh,
you know him. Exactly. Okay. So schools Milo Yana. I don't know how to pronounce his bitch ass name.
Yeah, whatever.
His ass, and tells him to go fuck himself because he needs to. Because I'm never gonna get into it. That's probably maybe my rent.
Who?
Right. A day in the life of the man with the half-meter penis.
Bitch, when I tell you when I saw that shit for the first time, that forearm looking ass penis, I died and came back to life.
Here are my questions.
Looked at it again and died again.
Here are my questions.
Because first of all, how? Sway, how?
How? Here are my questions.
It don't even work. First of all,
it
and
don't
even
work?
if it did work, bitch, that's not going inside of me. You fucking crazy.
Keep it tight and right, boo-boo. Keep it tight and right.
What the fuck?
You ain't coming here put no
that was
damn
a whole ass leg.
Like, it really was.
He had 3 legs.
Girl. I'm sorry.
What is it?
I've taken some stuff from my... Well, he did a little documentary. It was like a day in the life of the man with the...
Nobody want to see your dick swaying back and forth as you walk. That's not sexy. That's too big, first of all. You need to get the reduction like the damn doctors told you to.
That's not human.
It's not right. I feel personally victimized.
How do you... Like, what do you do with it?
I don't know.
Like, it's a pole. It's what it is. It's so bad. It's so bad.
And what did you say the reason why he didn't want to get the reduction was because
because
it was something about him like being manly because he has a big dick?
Yeah, because the bigger the dick or whatever, the more macho you are or whatever.
Fuck out of here.
Girl, ain't nobody coming for that dick. Okay, that's not a dick.
It don't even work. It don't even work.
You ain't coming around with that mutant dick. No.
Can't believe he had a documentary. That's crazy.
And then it's like, what if it did work and then he gets hard? Like, what? How does that even work?
Bitch, it'll touch the ceiling. That's how big it is. Shit. Could you imagine him laying down and he's like, get on this dick, and it's touching the fucking ceiling? You're like, bitch, how?
Oh, let me clap this bitch. Like, my God, I'm not fucking a tree trunk. That's just not happening. I'm not. Like, my partner's pretty well
okay, well, we
established.
don't know all that.
But I'm not taking no whole ass refrigerator into my house.
Fuck. Ain't nobody in their right mind is gonna do something like that. That's crazy.
Girl, I can't.
Shit.
It's too much. You won't be shitting. Like, my God. Okay. Here's where Here's where we start switching over to the Cheeto in Chief.
Well, can I get mine out?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, anything to delay him.
Karuchi.
Oh God.
Has filed a restraining order out against Chris Brown. She claims in a sworn statement to the judge that Chris told a few people that he was going to kill her. And she also said that he threatened her to take her out and threatened to shoot her.
Okay.
Who's surprised?
I'm not.
Karuchi, I think you need a restraining order that's more than 100
Chris
yards.
needs to leave all these girls alone.
All the way.
Like, he needs to be by himself for a long time. The only person that he needs to be seeing right now is a psychiatrist for a long time.
Right.
He needs to be by himself.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Point blank and the period.
That's it.
Anyways, next, Drake. When I saw this, I was like, huh? And then I thought about it. And I was like, all right, I see. And let me explain. Let me say what he said first. Mm-hmm. So what the headline said about this thing is Drake basically saying that he doesn't see color. Him being, half white and half black. And being from Canada, because Canada doesn't have hate. This is not word for word, but this is just explaining what he says. And he says, and I quote, "I always had friends from all different backgrounds, all different walks of life. We all get along. I never really noticed color, religion. We don't live like that. There's not much segregation in Canada, especially in Toronto. It's a cultural mosaic. You don't ever develop hate." Now, Drake, you've been walking on a very fine line recently. And this whole bullshit about you not seeing color comes from a place of privilege, because I don't doubt that there are people who are black living in Canada who feel the hate, okay? Drake ain't never been poor in his whole entire life. He comes from a middle-class family, at least I think he does, and what I've been told. So Drake don't know no damn struggle. The fuck? He was on Degrassi for most of his damn life. So what the fuck are you talking about? What he said came from a place of privilege, and it really irritated the shit out of me, because motherfucker, here you are in the rap game, talk about you don't see no motherfucking color. Has America not taught you any motherfucking thing?
Well, here's my thing.
I'm just confused.
Here's my thing with the situation. When I first saw it, I was pissed. Okay, because
what you mean you don't see color?
I was like, what are you doing? But then I read the article, and I started thinking about it. It makes sense, because where he comes from, he has not experienced that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He comes from a privileged lifestyle where he doesn't have to experience that.
But I was waiting for the way the article made it seem, like when the headlines or whatever, it was making it seem like he was saying that there is no color or there is none of these issues.
I mean,
he's just speaking from his experience, and that he until he moved or he came to America, he didn't experience that. That was his experience, and that it was his truth. And that's fine. That makes sense for him. And I don't think he's speaking for the entire black culture, and that's not what he was claiming to speak for. And he's definitely not saying, everybody should be all colorless or whatever, and walking around and trying to be Raven Simone. So I don't think he's saying that. He's just saying where he comes from, where he grew up.
Well, here's the quote. Here's the quote. This is what he said. He said, "The first time I really experienced racism was when I got famous and went to America, and people would challenge me like I don't understand how it works, or like, oh, you're Canadian, you'll never understand the Black American struggle. That was the first time I had ever gotten challenged. If I ever feel like an outsider, it's usually because I'm not American."
And yeah, that makes sense also.
I guess, but like for me, where I'm coming from is kind of like, he's saying Canada doesn't have any problems, which I highly fucking
That's not what he's saying.
That's what it seems like to me.
What he's saying is that where he comes from, and that makes sense for certain, even certain aspects. Like, even in New York, there are certain things that, like, I experienced that when I left New York,
right,
to experience other things, I was culture shocked. And it's funny because New York is such a melting pot of different ethnicities and journeys and backgrounds. And so when I went to a place that is even more segregated and even more, closed-minded and more right-winged, right, I was culture shocked because I wasn't used to not having, people not, being able to express themselves in certain ways and, and doing all those things. So, like, I can understand what he's saying in terms of, like, when his experience is not of the typical African American experience. And that could be true for him, and that's all fine and dandy. And it does make sense why people have challenged him in terms of, you don't understand the Black struggle in terms of a Black American or an African American. So I can see that why people would have issues with him in that aspect. But at the same time, that's his journey. He's not speaking for a whole dichotomy of people, you know what I'm saying?
Right. It to me, like I said, I'm just coming from my perspective. The way he put it or the way he phrased it kind of was as if Canada doesn't have these types of problems, which I doubt. That's all I'm saying. I'm not, like, from him, of course, where he lives personally, like, maybe he's never dealt with that, and I'm not denying him that. But the way he phrased it, at least to me, in my perception, was kind of like Canada is this, place where we're all just diverse and we all get along. Like, this is like,
well, it goes back to what Jesse Williams was talking about.
So somebody from Canada, let me know. Write a listener letter and tell me if I'm wrong.
Well, I think it's also really important because it goes back to what Jesse Williams had said one time, about his upbringing and how, because he could have turned out the same way that Drake turned out, or how Drake's explained his experience. But what was really important for him and why he gave praise to his parents is because they made sure that he was instilled with the knowledge about his ancestry and about where he comes from and the struggle of the Black culture. And so I think that was important for him. But again, Jesse Williams was born here, in America. So I don't know if the Black American culture or the Black American struggle is the same as a Black Canadian struggle. So like Miss Free said, if you're out there in Canada,
and you Black,
and you
can tell us,
let us know. I want to know.
Am I tripping?
Right.
Is Kwame tripping?
Right.
Who's tripping?
Right.
I'm not mad at Drake.
No.
Like, I'm not mad at him for having his opinion. I just think, you just walking on a very fine line.
Yeah, because it kind of
rubs you wrong way a little bit.
On one hand,
like, bitch,
yeah, because on one hand, it's kind of like, okay, well, I get that you are not, that you're not coming from an American Black American point of view, but you're kind of also making it seem like, the Canadian Black Canadian lifestyle, whatever, is better, almost.
Not even better, just like as if it doesn't have any, it's devoid of any problems. Right. Of any racial or religious problems.
And maybe we're wrong.
And maybe I've never been to fucking Canada, but I highly fucking doubt it's like that. It's all peaches and cream.
Well, you never know.
I'm just saying. Canada knows how to keep their shit together. Okay. But still.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you have anything else?
That's all I got.
Okay, so let's get into this Cheeto. Cheeto in Chief makes up Sweden terror attack to justify Muslim man. Because Sweden.
Did you see that little gif of like terrorist attack happened in London? I mean, not London, Sweden. And then like there's a man like knocking over a trash can. I was like, I hate the internet. Y'all too much. I was like,
stupid. This next one, I just don't understand him.
Why are they making up shit?
That's what he does. He's made up shit. That's what he does.
Sweden was like, hey, girl.
They live in a world of alternative facts.
Sweden was like, hey, girl, we don't know what you talking about over there.
Yeah, can you let us know?
Can you let us know what terrorist attack happened here?
Because...
so that we can make sure that it's handled correctly.
We are confused. we don't know what's happening. Okay.
Maybe the Sweden, some city in United States called Sweden, but it's not this Sweden.
No, not the country. Sweden. Like, CNN's Don Lemon has zero time for any fake news claims. I saw this video of it, and because I follow Don Lemon a lot, and
you like Don Lemon?
I love Don Lemon. I think he's kind of funny.
I'm looking at you kind of crazy right now.
What? Tell me a little. What's going on with Don Lemon?
I don't know, but I just think he's kind of crazy. I think personally he's a rented Negro, but we won't go into that.
Well, that's another story.
No, that's why I'm looking at you crazy, sir. Anyways,
well, the bottom line is that I watch the show because I watch a lot of different
news channel is he on? Fox,
CNN. Okay. He's not on Fox.
I thought, bitch, rented Negroes.
No.
Anyways.
No. He's on Fox. All right, he's
Let
on
us
CNN.
Know.
Yeah.
I know, like, I can't pinpoint it to you now, but I'm sure if I do research, it's gonna be something I don't like about him.
You just don't like these niggas on news channels.
Somebody write a listener letter and tell me why I don't like Don Lemon. Somebody knows why I don't like him. I can't tell you right off the bat, but bitch, I can
maybe you're confusing him with somebody else.
I'm not.
Okay, we'll figure it out. But anyway, Don Lemon basically cut off. There was a gentleman on who's a Trump supporter. He's one of those I'm black and trying to support Trump and all these things. Mm-hmm. And he basically he kept calling CNN fake news. And Don was like, no, we're not fake news. Mm-hmm. And basically going back and forth with him on it. And then he finally said, we're done with the show. And he cut off the show and abruptly, we're done. Was
this a caller or was it a guest?
It was a panel that people called in, or not called in, videoed in or whatever. And they were talking to all these people about, what's going on with the Trump administration and things. And
I could be very wrong about Don Lemon. I just know in my heart, it's something in my spirit is telling me not to trust him.
Well, I feel that way about most reporters, but that's
not most. This is just him. I don't know why.
I don't know why.
I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna find it.
I think we can't do that. We can't be fake news.
Maybe don't take what I'm saying for life, okay, guys? It's not. It's just not.
But I think for me personally, and I think that this is something that I think that all people should start doing more, to kind of weed out what is accurate and to kind of get a basic understanding for their own self. I watch not just one news channel, and I think that that's where even extreme lefters and extreme writers have problems with. And I feel my views are a little bit more liberal. However, I'm not this extreme left-wing person where I can't, look on the other side of things and try to understand and find common ground with, somebody else. But I do feel like, I think it's important to get your information from multiple sources. So I do watch MSNBC, I do watch CNN, I do watch the Young Turks, and I even watch certain shows on Fox News because I want to compare and contrast. And lately I've kind of chilled off on Fox News because they just too much. I just can't with this justification shit, of what's going on. It's clearly a problem. But anyway, I think it's important, but another reason why I do watch, sometimes I watch Fox News is because I feel like you need to understand what the other side is thinking as well,
right.
And find out why, they're thinking that. Sometimes you just won't understand.
Yeah, you're right. And I could be very wrong in what I'm saying. And I'm not like...
Oh, I'm not just talking about you. I'm talking about in general. This has nothing... I'm off to the whole Don Lemon thing. Yeah. I'm just talking about just in general with I just think that people... Because I've noticed this on Facebook a lot. I will watch something throughout the day, while I'm at work or whatever, when I'm on breaks or whatever, I'll look at, snippets of what's going on, in the news from different sources. And I'll watch on Facebook how things unfold, and because people are just so Facebook and memed focused, and they're not willing to go outside and look for more information. Like sometimes they get information late.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bitch, this happened 2 days ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it clearly says it on the date. Like, you know. And it's happened to me before, but like that's one of the reasons why I've kind of tried to stay away from memes and also like, you know, what I see on Facebook or whatever, unless it's coming from a direct, you know, news source. Because I just think that you need to just research and at least run it through Google or something. You know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, I digress. My last thing is Bill Gates says there's something worse than a nuclear war, and we're not ready for it. He
says there's something worse like as if he knows that there's something coming.
Yes. So not necessarily that there's something coming, but something necessary.
I'm like looking at you. Zombie apocalypse is about to come.
And that's basically where it's coming to. It's like so Bill Gates was talking about how a lot of diseases and things that are being developed via computers and stuff like that, and they're using, you know, computer programs to kind of work out how to create these type of diseases. And, you know, Bill Gates is also saying that, you know, we're so focused on nuclear war and, you know, trying to, you know, get, you know, arms up or whatever, when we need to be focusing on biological warfare.
Yeah.
And so he's saying that the next epidemic could wipe out, you know, tens of millions of people. And so it's interesting because I focus hard on The Walking Dead. You know what I mean? And people think it's a joke, but like I seriously think that like certain things like that could possibly happen. Like I wouldn't put it past, you know, certain places and, you know, or certain
like Bill Gates, do you know something that we don't? Are you trying to tell us something?
I bet you.
Your rich ass.
He got a rich ass.
You trying to warn us down here,
girl? Listen. But anyway, I think it's important. He came out of nowhere with that shit the other day, and also today, NASA found some planets, girl.
7 of them,
bitch, and 3 of them are
habitable.
Are potentially are habitable. So I'm like 40 light years away, and I was like Googling. I was like, how long is 1 light year?
A long ass time.
It is a long ass time. A long ass time. Like it's way past 1 human lifetime.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bitch, we need to develop some warp drives or something because I'm ready to go. Like, y'all can have this state and this country. We'll take our black asses and we'll go to Zimbabwe, fucking planet 2.50. Shit. That's all I got.
Yeah, we're done.
We'll take a break.
This episode is brought to you by one of our new sponsors, We Buy Black. We Buy Black is an online marketplace for Black-owned businesses to showcase and sell their products to a global community. What drives We Buy Black is a community of creative entrepreneurs who use We Buy Black to sell their products, thousands of shoppers who believe in supporting these entrepreneurs to affect social change, and committed staff of We Buy Black. Visit pyromedianetwork.com or entertheblaze.com for our sponsor direct links. It's time to support Black businesses. Now let's get back to the show. Welcome back, guys.
We're back.
We're going to review some shit.
Yes. Let's start off with The Magicians.
I watched the whole of season 1. I watched all of season 1.
Yes.
And I like it.
Yes.
It was pretty weird at first.
I told you.
And throughout the whole thing. And I was like, bitch, wait a minute. You mean to tell me Mary is a lizard? Spoiler alert. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
I like it. My favorite character is Elliot and Margot, a.k.a. Janet.
Elliot gets me life.
Elliot has some serious issues, though.
Yes.
He needs to work.
Especially towards the end.
Yes, I don't know what's wrong. Everyone else gets on my nerves. People who are tolerable is Quentin. I can tolerate him.
He has this weird like thing about him that's just like
He's a weirdo. But that's okay. I can tolerate him. Mm-hmm. Alice, I can tolerate. Yeah, I can tolerate her more than I can tolerate Quentin.
Penny can get it.
Penny is fine. Okay, girl. When I saw him, I said, no, he got an attitude problem. That's what Penny got. That's all. But he's fine otherwise. And I can tolerate him. I can see me slapping the shit out of him just out of anger because he got a smart mouth. But he probably see it coming.
I can see you with Penny.
Julia, though.
You probably need a dude like Penny. That's what it is.
No, I probably know. It would not be okay. I need somebody that's on a calmer level because we both can't be at 100 at the same time. Because the dude like Penny would piss me the fuck off.
And then you'll have like hot.
He gonna be saying something smart to me, and then I'll be like, "Bitch, did you just clap back? This was not a debate.
This was finalized, bitch."
And then we just gonna be. I don't know. It's not gonna be okay. Even though the sex will probably be good, but it's not gonna be okay in the long run. Anyways, Julia gets on my fucking nerves.
Oh my God, Julia.
I can understand why she was chasing magic so hard now. But she still gets on my nerves. Like, I just don't like her. I don't care for her.
I can't.
It's my least favorite character. Even though what happened to her is kind of pretty, it was pretty upsetting to see. Dumb. I just don't like Julia. Marina. That's my bitch. I don't know why. Her. I don't know why, but I like her. I haven't seen season 2 yet, so I don't know what her deal is.
She has this like Anna Wintour attitude going on, like about magic.
I said, come on, bitch. Queen bitch.
Yes. Come on.
Casting people.
Queen Hedgewitch.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
That's it. Katie. She's alright. Like, she's forgettable, if that makes sense. Like, she can disappear. She can not come out in season 2, and I would be like, okay, that's cool too. That's it, basically. I like it.
What would you rate it?
I'd rate it an 8.
Okay.
An 8 out of 10. But people ask me, well, describe magicians to me. I don't know if it's that much of like a Game of Thrones theme. Like, it's not like too much. It's more Harry Potter than Game of Thrones. If that makes sense.
I would say, because I had said it was like Narnia and Harry Potter meets Game of Thrones. Like, you still have that gory edge to, and that thriller-like thing, and those shocks. Yeah. See, because one minute you were like having, this is fun, it's hilarious or whatever, and next minute it's like gore, blood. You know what I'm saying? Like intensity. So I guess that I think part.
It has a lot of adult themes in it. Let's just say it's not a kid's show.
No.
It's a very real in terms of people's psyche and their mental health in this show. And just the shit that they go through. Really, honestly, everybody got a problem in that bitch. Like, Quentin's depressed. Penny is psychic, but he hears voices all the time in his head. Elliot, something's wrong with Elliot. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Elliot, but it's not, everybody has their own problem. Yeah. It's very real. It's grounded in the sense that it's not too magical.
Right.
Yeah. All right. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
I'll catch up.
Okay. You didn't watch Scandal or How to Go with Murder?
No.
So I'm gonna leave that alone. The Walking Dead. Awesome. Now, let me explain something to you and to all you people out there. I fell asleep.
You fell asleep?
I fell asleep at 3 p.m. on Sunday. And I did not get up until 11 p.m. And I was pissed. Because the first thing I did is, like, I messaged you and I was like, bitch, I slept through The Walking Dead. And this is not normal because I usually live tweet during The Walking Dead. But anyway, I did watch it after I woke up and after I slapped myself up. Okay. And yes, I enjoyed this episode. I will say, for me personally, that this last episode wasn't as good as the episode before.
True.
But it was still good. It wasn't a lagging episode.
True.
And as it was just exciting enough and it was just slow enough for it to be a filler.
Right.
It was a good filler.
Right. It was.
So,
yes. Yeah. Yes. How'd you feel about that damn walker with all the damn swords and
First
shit?
of all, who had time to put the stick? All this time they put. This was an art piece,
right?
For somebody. What? And first of all, those bitches that were in there, she was talking all types of weird. Like it was this like old English meets psycho Hannibal Lecter type thing, and I was creepy. Just like,
and they live in a junkyard.
And they were just weird.
They were weird.
And I was like, Rick, we don't need them. we don't need them on our side.
What do they want again? Guns, right?
Yes.
I'd have been like, bitch, how you gonna help me if you ain't got guns? Yourself.
Right. We don't.
We just got caught up.
We don't want them.
Did you see that foreshadowing though? With was it her name Tara? About the girls with the guns. He's like, oh yeah, tell us where not to go, and she's like, yeah. Bitch. We just know they probably gonna run into them women. Maybe, probably, who knows? We gonna see. What did you rate it?
8.5.
8. I think it was a smooth 7.
What?
Smooth.
Okay.
It was not that. It was like you said, it was exciting enough, but not too slow. It was just right in the middle. The only exciting part of the whole episode was the damn walker with the damn swords and shit sticking out. Yeah. Spiky.
That's what I called it. I was like, what the fuck is Spiky? Because the first thing, when I saw it and it started, I was like, this is some Resident Evil bullshit right here. And I kind of got mad at first because I was like, this is where we're going? This is where, are we going to have some like Alice and like telepathy and telekinesis and shit? And then like I got it after a minute and I was like, okay. Because I was like, if you touch near one hair on Rick, I'm going to be pissed. If you kill him off, I'm going to kill y'all.
They can't. Rick has plot armor. They can't kill Rick off.
You can't get rid of him.
All right.
Yep, that's it.
That's all, guys.
Yes.
Okay, bye.
Bye. We'll be back. Hey Blazers, did you know that Blaze Entertainment is now on iHeartRadio? iHeartRadio brings you thousands of real audio stations covering pop, country, hip-hop, R&B, alternative, rock, talk, news, sports, and even comedy. Visit iHeart.com or you can get a direct link on entertheblaze.com. Take it easy. And we're back with the listen letters portion of the show. Please go ahead and go on to entertheblaze.com and go to our contact section to fill out a listen letters form. Miss Free, take it away.
All right, I can do that too.
Come on, Miss Blaze.
All right, the first letter is from Gail. They're from Santa Ana. And their question is, if you were to create a slogan for your life, what would it be? My slogan is, leave the putos at the door. Yes, it's vulgar, but it has really helped me clear the negative people out of my life. Love, Gail.
I like that. What would be yours?
That's it.
Okay.
UGH.
So stupid. I can't deal with you. He said, I was like, what? That's it.
I'm just exhausted.
Mine would be.
I don't even. Let me think about that because I don't. Honestly, I don't even know.
I love that. Anyway, I think mine would be a quote that I have always kept with me since I've seen the movie The Peaceful Warrior, and it's called. The quote is, "It's not the journey. It's not the destination. It's the journey that makes us happy." Mm-hmm. And I've always kind of held on to that because I feel like everybody wants to get to this, to the end goal and whatever, but they don't realize that in the process and getting to that end goal is what's really cool and what's really amazing. And that's where the crust and the crux of the growth is in that journey. So yes, it's the journey, not the destination that makes us happy.
Okay, that's good. That's a good one. I just remembered a quote that I had posted on my IG some time ago. And it was pour yourself a drink, put on some lipstick, and pull yourself together.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's very Miss
that.
Free.
I feel like that's Liz Taylor. I feel like that's very Liz
Probably.
Taylor.
But that's very Miss Free.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes.
I like that.
Because she's like, you know what? No matter what the fuck I'm going through,
I'm gonna pour myself a drink, beat my face to hell, okay, and get my life together.
Okay.
My number 2 slogan is
your number 3 slogan is oh my God. Do I not know my sister? Do I not know my sister? Yes! That was perfect. Oh
That's
my God.
very true.
What's the next letter? That was awesome. That wasn't even planned.
Right, was it? You just knew. All right. The next letter comes from Anon, and they write, "Hi, Kwame and Miss Free. I just finished your last episode, Victims, and I have to say we need more black men like Kwame. Thank you for using your voice to speak up for black women. My question is, do you think that the disrespect and mistreatment of black women is cultural? I personally have had boyfriends from different ethnicities and maturity levels. I have noticed a difference in how I was treated as a black woman. Take Hispanic cultures as an example. Men tend to be much more affectionate and passionate with their women than black men. How do you feel about this topic, and have you had any experience in what I shared? Thank you for both putting out some really good content. I'm a podcast junkie, and I definitely put you guys on my list of favorites. Anon."
Thanks.
Do you want to answer that?
No, I'm gonna let you answer because I think this is a Miss Free question.
Okay, well listen here, Anon. Do I think mistreatment of black women is like a cultural thing in black culture? That's a difficult question.
It is.
Because I come from a standpoint where a lot of men ain't shit. And the black men you've been dating ain't shit.
Right.
And don't be fooled, but I'm pretty sure there are Latino men who ain't shit.
Right.
And who disrespect their own woman.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure there's white men who ain't shit and disrespect their own race of women too. Right. So do I think, Anon, to me, it kind of seems like you were putting men of different ethnicities above on a pedestal. That's how I felt about reading that letter. I was like, girl, get your life. You've been dealing with ain't shit niggas.
Right.
Basically, I don't know.
Like, this has nothing to do with the color, but
right, it doesn't have anything to do with black men. I love black men. And I wouldn't classify them all as disrespectful or anything like that, which is what it kind of seemed like you were doing. So you just been dealing with Asian niggas, basically. Right. And it kind of irritated me that you would even think to say that X group of men doesn't do that to their women when that's surely damn diddly not the case. That's
true what you're saying right now, Mr. Because I feel like I think that culturally, like, Latin men tend to be more passionate, but that's because that's in their culture. They're a little more, affectionate and stuff like that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you treat your women right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I do think that Hispanic men have, like, Puerto Ricans and Dominicans and all these other Hispanic and Mexicans, and they tend to be a little bit more in tune with their femininity in terms of, like, being a little more affectionate, being a little more, whatever.
I wouldn't generalize that.
I'm not general. No, I'm just saying that tends to be the culture. However, black men tend to be more knowledgeable about what. And this is something that I shouldn't generalize either, because there's fuck shit in each and every culture.
It's just I think it's a really bad stereotype that you need to get over, girl.
Right. And if you're running into the same over and over and over and over again,
maybe you need to think about what you're doing.
Right. Because and this is no shade, no tea to you, boo boo. But like at the same time, like if you're constantly running into the same types of fuck niggas, like regardless if they're black, white, Puerto Rican, whatever,
they just ain't shit.
They ain't shit, and they ain't gonna be shit. And if you're gonna keep running into them, that's something you need to reassess what you're doing to attract those type of people.
Yeah, and I wouldn't call something like that cultural.
Yeah,
that's not
cultural.
Not a cultural thing. That's just how people. It's kind of like that nature versus nurture kind of thing.
I do feel, especially going back to like the victims episode in my event, I do feel that as a culture, black men need to step up more to protect black women,
right?
And to stand up for black women more. And I think that we need to instill that younger or to instill that sooner in our youth, so that way they have more of a respect for black women and the queens in our community. But I don't think that that's something that is gonna change the fact that like you're running into fuck shit, niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something different. That's a cultural awareness and empowerment that needs to come up. You know what I'm saying? That's not necessarily something that you need to say that's because of. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's where I'm at.
Get your life, Anon.
Yes.
Get your whole life. I don't know if you meant to say it. I don't know if you meant to say what you had said, girl, but
yeah, it came out weird.
That was not. Get your life. Pour you a drink, put on some lipstick, and pull your shit together. Get it correct.
Yeah. Let it?
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break. Oh, and thanks for the letters.
Yes, thanks, guys. Thanks for writing in always.
Don't forget to send your letters to Into the Blaze, or go to intotheblaze.com and fill out a listener letter form. We'll be back.
Hey, Blazers, we want to hear from you. Have a TV show or movie suggestion you want us to review? Need some advice or an opinion on an issue you're having? Want to tell us how you're feeling about the show? Then send in a listener letter by visiting entertheblaze.com and going to our contact tab. One of your letters could be read on air. Thank you all for your support. Now let's get back to the show. Hey Blazers, we're back with the vent session.
Yes.
Kwame has a little vent.
I have a small vent, yes.
Go ahead.
You don't have a vent though?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm Gucci.
Things have been A-okay.
It's been all right. Today has been all right.
Nobody pissed you off before 5 o'clock.
Nope.
I was going to talk about Milo, whatever the fuck his name is, but I decided not to.
Yeah, that's
because he's not important.
Right.
Right. But I do want to talk about something that I've noticed, especially in the past couple of weeks, and even in the past couple of months. I think it's important that you, as a people, or just as a person, you yourself, and I'm not talking about you, Miss Frey, I'm just generalizing to the audience out there. I think it's important that when you start to assess your surroundings and who you're with, like we've gotten a lot of questions about podcasts and how to do a podcast and what do what's in your team and stuff like that. And I've personally always said, and you have always said, that it's important to constantly to constantly fuck, I lost
your words.
Okay. I've always said that it's important to surround yourself with a great team. And to make sure that whoever's on your team you trust and you know and stuff like that. So I'm very fortunate to have the team that I have, and also to have you, because not only are we really good friends, but we also really work really well together. And I feel like it's important to surround yourself not just in your creative endeavors, your friendships, your work environment. I think in every aspect of your life, your relationship, that needs to resonate everywhere. And I feel like regardless, there are people out there who, even though that they're friends or whatever aspect in your life that they're in, they may not necessarily be real friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They may be that's just there to drain your ass. And I think it's important that you when, especially when you start to come up in the world and you start doing good for yourself, whatever, it's important to keep those things and those energy vampires, for lack of a better expression, at bay. Because, or at least to some type of distance, because you only have a certain amount of energy. Like, I only have a certain amount of energy that I have for a good ass day. And then I go to sleep and I recharge. I don't have extra expenditures at this point in time right now to be just giving out just to any old goddamn body. Because I feel like the energy that you're putting out, it needs to go to people I feel that deserve or that need, you know, whatever. And there are people that are out there that just constantly will suck and drain all of that stuff, whatever. But there needs to be a limit. Don't constantly allow people to constantly drain you all the damn time, especially those type of people that you talk to them about stuff. That's why I'm not a yes person. And I really, even my partner, like, we got into it a little bit today, because I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what I feel you need to hear. And it's my personal opinion, but I'm not saying that I'm always correct on it. But I also have a harsh tongue when it comes to certain things like that, because I'd rather tell you what's going on and I'd rather be real with you than have you go down into Joe Smo and have them cuss your ass out when I've already told you, bitch, that dress don't look right on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
And you bought it any damn
way.
And you
bought it any goddamn way. And you going over there, now Joe Smo's making fun of you with everybody and their goddamn mama. Okay? But you didn't listen to me. So now when you get back to me, I'm going to be like, bitch, I told you. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it's important. That's why I'm very careful about when people ask me for my advice. Because I'm like, now listen, are you sure you want my advice? I give them a fair warning. I was like, I'm not going to sugarcoat things, boo-boo.
Right.
Okay? So I think it's important that especially those that when they ask for your advice and you give this to them and they're still doing the same fuck ass shit again, you need to leave that alone. You don't call me. You know, you got to go to voicemail.
Right.
So start having people go to voicemail. Voicemail was created for a reason, so they can leave a message. Leave a message. Because my black ass don't got time for it. I have shit to do. Okay? That's all I got to say. Hope that was a spoken word for y'all.
Yes. Well, that was our show.
Yes.
Hope you enjoyed it. You can reach us at, can they reach us at? You can reach me at Miss E Free 23.
Okay, and you can reach me.
So I know it's real.
I'm gonna make that into a shirt. Like, at me, so I know it's real. Okay. Don't forget to my social media Twitter handle is Cyrus11 SYRIS11. But you can also reach us also at entertheblaze.com.
Just like that.
At Enter the Blaze on Twitter and Facebook.com/Enter the Blaze. Enter the Blaze everything.
Yes.
So, yes. Also check out pyromedianetwork.com, excuse me. It is our mother network, and they have other shows coming out. Shout out to After the Blaze podcast with Hope Giselle and 50 Shades of Gay, who are doing recaps on our show.
Yes.
They put us in the corner this past week.
They surely did. But you know what? I'm not even mad. Because I deserve it.
It was valid.
Yeah.
It was valid. Yeah. But guess what? I'm going to watch Moonlight this goddamn weekend, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to say some shit to you, Miss Hope Giselle. Okay? Okay. But yes, also check out, there is a new podcast that's coming out on Pyro Media Network, I'd Rather Not, which airs March 1st, which is next Wednesday. And yes, that is with myself and also Chrissy Champagne. Yeah, big things are happening.
Okay.
Yes. And also Miss Free and I will not be in studio next week because I am moving, but I will call in and Miss Free will call in. So
we'll chat.
Yes. We'll still have a show. We'll do things.
We'll chat.
Yes.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Peace.
Bye.
Love and hair grease. That was corny.
Yeah, it was.
Bye.